The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Los Angeles Rams and the Atlanta Falcons. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On 1st and 10, Campbell. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Phillip Lindsay, 40 yards. And the Falcons will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and you've got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. Crew able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll find Hall. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's long. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. That throw complete to his tight end Long. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. On the handoff, it's Akers. And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the 1st. He'll look to throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers from 3 yards out. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Now a handoff for Lindsey.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Lindsey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 39. Looking to throw. Campbell. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. These two teams all tied after 1. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A handoff, Lindsey running left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A give running right, Gibson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Campbell. And this will be swung out for Lindsey. Touchdown, Falcons! Philip Lindsey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. He's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. 67 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up the block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 5 yards remain on 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Campbell throwing on 4th down. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. On 1st down, it's Lindsey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
He completes it to Ridley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 27 yards. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line, as they'll take over with just under a minute left to play. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, they'll throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Now back to throw. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Working with a 2nd and 4. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Still 9 remaining on second down. Back to throw. Campbell eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and that's also going to cost him a timeout. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he will find Ridley on the left side. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed in the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
A quick throw here out wide to Pitts. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice gain.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Another run by Lindsey. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 95 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw. Campbell. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down inbounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. Oh, and they had it stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Gibson. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Gibson again. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Back to throw again.
Throw right side into the hands of the tight end Long.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. On 2nd down, Akers. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
140 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Rams are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On third down, Lindsey, first down and more than that. And down right around the 37. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Back to throw. Campbell. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Off the play fake. Campbell. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. The Falcons on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the gun, Campbell. He sets to fire deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And the Rams are right back in this football game. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He's got long, his tight end complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's long. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. They'll run for it with Akers. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 20, 10, And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line, got to love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Akers, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Akers again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Here's Akers. They try and run.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Cam Akers
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Rams are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
Now a hit and a loose football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And now here's a carry heading left. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Cam Akers
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff for Lindsey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll look to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
He's back to throw. Going for it all. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Well, there's no doubt they just seized the momentum with that one. They can go ahead and kick the extra point here and ride that home wave on into overtime.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
On second down now, it's Lindsey. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Now a first throw here in overtime. And that's caught inside the 30.
Nothing and like it.
And he's going to score. It's a touchdown. No flags. And in an overtime thriller, they are moving on in the playoff.
No rest. They get to keep playing.
And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs, because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs.